So in our light sensor assignment, we need to create a flow chart using the information in our chart here. So what we want it to do. So we're going to use this information on this side of our chart to build our flow chart. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this on diagrams.net from the very beginning to adding a link. So here we have our diagrams.net site. We click on Create New Diagram. Now you're going to title this Light Sensor. That way you know exactly what file it is if you go and hunt it down in your Google Drive. Then click blank, make sure blank diagram is highlighted blue or gray, and then click Create. Say yes, use root folder. Okay, so now we have our clean slate. And remember, we're using the information underneath the chart, what we want it to do. The first thing we need to have is an on start, correct? So we need to build our flow chart, and we must have an on start. So a start, definitely a start. And then we need to add our arrow. We're going to add our arrow there. Okay, now we have our arrow. They're a little closer. There we go. Okay, the next thing, it says run continuously. So in our on start, if it says continuously, wouldn't you probably use forever? Think about that. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to add our next command. So that would be run continuously, right? Run continuously. Then we need another angle, another arrow here. So we need another arrow here. Put it down, and I'm going to bring this over here and attach. There we go. And then the next step is if light level is greater than 128. Now, it says if. Now, the if then means true or false or yes or no. So, remember that. When we're building our flow chart and we have an if then we're probably going to use a rhombus. So we're going to put our little rhombus in here. We're going to make it a little bigger so we have space to write in it. Okay. And you know what? I think I'm going to just move all this over a little bit so I have more space. There we go. Okay. So let's look here. If light level is greater than 128, so if light level is greater than 128, and make sure we spell correctly, right? Level. Okay, we're going to add that there. Scroll message. So if it is greater than, we're going to add our arrow here and say scroll message. Yes, we need to add a text. So I know there's a little text button here. Let's see. Text, there it is. Okay, so make it a little bigger. Type in the word yes. And put it right here. There we go. And then we're going to add a command. And it's going to say, what did it say here? Scroll message. So we're going to type in here scroll message. Okay. And then we need another arrow that goes right here. And bring this down here. And this one is going to say no. So we're going to bring our text. Oops. Let's take that off. Let's just copy this one. Copy, paste. And we're going to put no in here. And then we're going to bring this. We're going to make this tilt. I know there's a way to. We're going to put no over here. Okay, right here. If it's no, then if the light level is less than 128 or equal to, it's going to scroll the animation. So if it's no, then our next message would be scroll animation, right? Scroll animation. Could spell the word scroll correctly. There we go. Okay, so then we need to have an end, correct? So we need to have an end. So let's see, I think I kind of did this backwards. That's okay. We can add our end right here. So yes, if it is, it's going to go that direction. And I should have done this. So here, I'm going to make it over a little bit. And then I'm going to take this right here. And I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to take this right here. And I'm going to move it on this side so it looks right. Make it a little smaller. There we go. And then I'm going to move it right here. And I'm going to put my no right here on top, just like I did the yes. And then I've got my animation. Here we go. Okay. And then our arrow needs to go down here. Add our little arrow there. Bring it down. And this is the end of our program. So we must put end. And this is pretty much what your flowchart should look very similar to. Okay, now that we've done this, we're going to share a link. Now, this is a little bit different. Well, it's a lot different really than the microbit one. So you'll click in the top right corner under share, click under share. And then you need to change right here where it says get link. Under that, it says change link to Everman ISD. You need to click on this. And this is going to automatically change it so anyone with the Everman ISD link can view it. They can look at it. And then click copy link. And then we're going to go over here to our assignment where it says to upload a picture or if you used your notebook or add a shared link of the flowchart. It says paste link here. So double click in there. Then you can Control V or right click and paste. And then make sure you hit enter. And this is going to create that hyperlink. Now you can also make it a little smaller if you want, but you can see that line right here. This created the hyperlink. And this is going to show me, I'm going to be able to view it. And that way I'll be able to view and grade your flowchart. So that is how you do your flowchart over here on the diagrams.net, creating a shared link, and then adding that link and making it hyperlinked into your answer document.